you know, ABC Hospital or ABC Healthcare, this is what we stand for, and really hold each other accountable and everyone accountable on that level. And that's why things like, I pointed out things like horizontal violence and disruptive and disrespectful behavior are so abhorrent, because it flies directly in the face of some of the most commonly held values of interprofessional respect. And this is something that I think is an organizational challenge and a values-based leadership challenge. But I think it takes an entire organization to make sure that you attract the best, that you're nurturing the best, and that you're keeping them there to serve the needs of the organization in a principled and value-based way. I'm going to do this by sharing 3 stories. The first story I'm going to share with you is about Stuart, and I'm putting a slide up that shows the corridor of any hospital in healthcare anywhere in Ontario. And the reason I put it up is because it makes me remember this very special patient, this large figure lumbering down the hallway with a caregiver, and how I remember this situation. I ask you to imagine for a moment that a young man suffers a severe brain injury in a motorcycle accident. His name is Stuart, and he's 25 years old. Stuart is currently being cared for on a medical floor in a large hospital. He is placid and affable most of the time. However, at unpredictable moments, he'll become aggressive. He's not meaning to hurt others. Stuart will just strike out. Tragically, the accident has caused significant neurological impairment. And without specialized residential rehabilitation and training, Stuart will have very few options in his life going forward. There is only one facility in all of Ontario that treats people with his condition. There are no beds at present. He has nowhere else to go. The interprofessional care team is very dedicated providing the best care possible, but Stuart's needs can be overwhelming, and as time passes, more and more staff are feeling exhausted and stressed. At the same time, they worry about their own safety and the safety of others in their unit, patients and families, other staff. Stuart's situation is hard on his family as well. His one sister is working full-time with young children. Even she is overwhelmed by her brother's special needs. Imagine, if you will, that the program director is consulted about the challenges for caring for Stuart. As a director, program director, let's say his name is Graham, has an expectation that he is to use resources efficiently and to hold staff accountable. And maybe this would be a typical response from his viewpoint. I understand this is a problem for all of you. Rotate your staff, get the patient transferred as soon as you can to the most appropriate alternative level of care, and make sure that all reports of aggression are properly documented. And that's it. That's all the team had in support. But I ask you to imagine, could it be any different? What if Graham emphasized that teamwork is the key to quality care? What if Graham maintains that compassion and caring are still at the heart of healthcare? What if Graham actually joins the team in helping to carry the burden of care for Stuart? If he did that, do you think that Graham could inspire a compassionate work environment and a higher quality of care? I do.